Welcome to today's broadcast. No matter what kind of day you are having, please remember that God is big and He is good. He is bigger and better than you think. Heading upstairs to go to bed, my youngest son, when he was probably about 10 years old, made a bold declaration. When I grow up, I'm going to get me a wife that can cook, clean, and wash my clothes. Now imagine the fallout for any young man who, when meeting his future in-laws for the very first time, makes the following statement. I want to marry your daughter so she can cook, clean, and wash my clothes. The absurdity of a young man entering into a marriage just so that he can get what he wants from his wife is obvious. But we don't seem to consider the absurdity of wanting a relationship with God just so that we can get what we want from Him. Here in the U.S., we sell people on Jesus based in large part on what Jesus can do to fix their problems. It's a lot easier to get people to say the sinner's prayer when their problems are overwhelming them. And while it's true that Jesus does fix everything, if we don't get a little deeper with Jesus than just to change undesirable circumstances, we will end up in a relationship with Him where He is nothing more than a vending machine for our needs. Now that kind of relationship doesn't work with a spouse, and it won't work with God. After observing Jesus in prayer, one of His disciples asked Him to teach them how to pray. They must have instinctively known that the amazing works of Jesus were not a result of technique or talent, but were a result of a relationship with the Father, and they wanted to learn how to have this kind of relationship. We read in Luke 11:1 and 2. Now it came to pass as He was praying in a certain place, when He ceased, that one of His disciples said to Him, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples. So He said to them, when you pray, say. The disciples made a request. He asked Jesus to teach him and the others how to pray. Jesus' response, however, was not to offer them an example of a prayer of asking, but a prayer of declaring. He did not tell them to ask God for anything. He told them to say. Interesting. For more, please visit GiveMeThatMountain.org, and you have a wonderful day.